fans, what is up? Welcome into Sun Devil Stadium, the first Pac-12 conference matchup of the season between Colorado Buffaloes and your 3-0. You're undefeated. You're nationally ranked Arizona State Sun Devils. Yeah. That's the house of heat right there. The Inferno, the 942 crew. It's hot today. It's Arizona, but hey, that's where Sun Devils thrive, and they've got that opportunity today. But first, before we move on, we've got to give a shout out to Brian Johnson, the ASU grounds crew. A Mountain in the end zones. Can we get a round of applause for that? Can we get some for that? Amazing, amazing work. You know what else is awesome for Arizona State was their 10-7 win last week up at Michigan State. But I tell you what, it was so much more than just a score for the Devils. Evan Fields had himself a day, 13 total tackles, a career high. He had a massive 4th-and-1 stop, one of the best defensive plays of the entire season. Good enough for him to earn the Mandrake Player of the Week for Arizona State. When you ask defensive coordinator Danny Gonzalez about him, he says, oh my gosh, he is just an absolutely warrior of a guy. He's an absolute warrior. He's fearless on the field. He'll run through a tree if you tell him to, and that's basically what he did. 13 tackles, and if you ask Evan Fields about his play, all he's saying is just some way, somehow, he's trying to make a play, and he made a lot of those. Hey, for Jermaine Lole, it was a coming-out party for him last week for the sophomore defensive lineman. Yes, as a true freshman, he had a season that turned a lot of heads from the Pac-12 conference and in the country, but for him last week, it was all about making improvements. Defensive line coach Jamar Kane said after week 2, he wasn't pleased with the way Lole was playing, so he went up to him. He told him straight up, you've got to improve, you have to be better. And Lole admitted to that. He said that he can bring more to himself, to the team, and to the school, and that's exactly what he did. 8 tackles, a sack, and good enough for him to be honored and recognized as Pac-12 Defensive Lineman of the Week, and we're looking forward to that continuing for them with Evan Fields, Jermaine Lole, and everybody else on the Sun Devil defense. This is supposed to be an awesome day against a great Colorado offense. It's going to be a great challenge for Arizona State and a really good ASU defense that's given up just 21 points all season long. It's going to be exciting today, and we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up on the way. One of the best and one of the only best nicknames for the Arizona State Sun Devils. That full story coming at halftime. One of the proudest dads in the history of college football, perhaps. That's coming up real soon. And a former fan favorite for the Devils coming up right after this. But for now, it's all about the Devils, and we're going to get it going. Can we hear some for Arizona State Sun Devils? Sun Devil fans hanging out down here with perhaps the proudest dad in Sun Devil Stadium and perhaps in college football as a whole, Mr. Luis Zendejas, father of ASU kicker Christian Zendejas, who just earned a scholarship. How amazing is that for you?
Well, you know, it's amazing to see your son kick here where you kicked all your career that you did in college. So it's, you know, it's a dream come true for me. And now seeing the smile in his face, whenever they let him kick a field goal or anything there, just being part of ASU, that's the most important thing.
Being a former kicker at Arizona State and watching your son go from backup to 8 for 8 on the season to a scholarship kicker, what emotions does that really bring out for you?
Well, it's great emotions. It's, like he tells me all the time, I'm pretty close to breaking some of your records, and that's what I want him to do. The records are meant to be broken. So to see him look at those things and enjoy playing for this team, because you know, with Coach Herms here, and I love Danny Gonzalez and all the coaches that are there, that's the reason my son loves ASU.
From your time at Arizona State to now, being a player to now being a father of a player, what's different for you?
I get to enjoy the games now. That's the only difference. I can celebrate. I can look at every play that's there. I can tailgate. I can do everything there now.
Hey, that's amazing. That makes me happy. Mr. Luis Zendejas, thank you so much for the time, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I was hanging out with a former fan favorite, former All-Pac-10 ASU fullback, Mr. Mike Carney. First off, thanks for the time. Can we make some noise for Mike Carney in here? Amazing. Welcome in. It's great to be in Sun Devil Stadium, huh?
Oh, it's great to be back home. This is where my heart is. This is what it's all about, man. This place is phenomenal. Sun Devil Stadium. Look how great the stadium is now, right? All the new amenities. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's great to be home.
You're wearing a Make Fullbacks Great Again t-shirt. What is that all about?
Trying to bring the position back. Hey, this is where the fullback was born, at Arizona State University. So we'll see if it can happen again. But if not, hey, I'm here to represent.
ASU has got a fun offense to follow, especially with a guy like Eno Benjamin as running back. What do you like to watch out of those guys?
I love Eno Benjamin. I love Jaden Daniels, a freshman quarterback. Hey, let's get downhill, man. Let's be physical. That's Arizona State football. And that's the one thing I love about Eno Benjamin. When he runs, it's physical. And, hey, it's productive. And guess what? You run to win, you throw to score. And I'm happy that Herm Edwards is leading this team.
Hey, 8 years in the NFL, you were all Pac-10 at ASU, a superstar at ASU, and I know you've been joking with offensive coordinator Rob Likens. If you could get one more play in the maroon and gold, what would you like it to be?
Short yardage, 3rd and 1, goal line, put me in, coach. I'm in. I'm ready to go. Let's get downhill. And it's over. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Touchdown, Sun Devils. I love that. Can we hype up the crowd? You're an energy guy.
Let's go, Sun Devil Nation. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Woo!
Sun Devil fans, when you look back at this first half, you recognize Jaden Daniels, a true freshman, made some big plays. He led 3 drives from behind to score touchdowns for ASU to keep them in this game. But when you take a closer look at perhaps the most important play of the game, you might not know who did it or when it was. Remember that kickoff return that Colorado fumbled? ASU got the ball back, scored a touchdown to tie the game at 14. Well, who forced that fumble? It wasn't a young guy, but it was a freshman, Case Hatch. He's a number 54 tonight and all season long for the Arizona State Sun Devils, and he brings in an interesting story for Arizona State. Now, in 2016, he graduated from Perry High School. He had a couple D1 offers, one of them from ASU, but he decided to push them away and go for 2 years in South Florida on a Mormon mission. Now, he spent 2 years there, and of course, he didn't have enough time to be playing football, but he did find time in his schedule to work out in a gym. 4:30 to 7 in the morning, every single day he was working out with the dream and the thought of playing college football in his head, and he keeps pushing it forward. Here he is today, making a huge play and making a contribution to the Arizona State Sun Devils. It's stories like that that make college football amazing. It's stories like that that make Arizona State, and that's just amazing for a guy like Case Hatch. When you look back at it, making a play that changed the landscape of this game. Case Hatch, number 54, so far for me, the player of the game with that forced fumble on the kickoff return early in the second quarter, and something we got to break down before we move on. The Devils have been lighting it up all night long tonight, and we're asking you to light it up. So this is what you're going to do. Take out your phone, to open up the ASU app, click on the Light It Up button, press the Light It Up button in the Athletics tab, and let the phone flashlight go crazy. All night long, we're going to be getting the phone flashlight to get it all lighting up in here. The Devils are lighting it up. It's time for you to light it up because it's time for the second half. And can we get some energy in the second half from the Inferno? Can we light it up and get some energy? Hey, we love that. Let's ball out and let's light it up. To eat out here, and we're ready to go. There we go. Hey, Sun Devil fans, it's time to eat. Sparky's wearing a cowboy hat. We've got 2 racers behind us because it's time for the Whataburger Race for Your Dinner Challenge. It's Dominic and it's Daniel. What they're going to do is they got to throw on a helmet, a jersey, some shorts, grab a football. First one to score a touchdown is our winner, and they win free coupons and a prize pack courtesy of Whataburger. All right, gentlemen, on your marks, get set, go! Dominic racing for section 40, Daniel for section 39, and Daniel has got a hurry start. He's got to throw on the jersey. That might be the hardest part. Dominic in the polo is moving slowly. Daniel, 2 arms through. The helmet's in. Sparky's waving him across. Can he make it in the end zone? Touchdown! Section 40, free Whataburger coupons, and Daniel, a Whataburger prize pack. Today's Whataburger, race for your dinner with the Bolt celebration. Congratulations.